Hello friends, welcome back. My name is PK. In this video, we will show you how we have created this beautiful manufacturing KPI scorecard in Microsoft Excel. As you are seeing my screen, this scorecard is for the manufacturing process and we have taken 10 different KPIs to show the performance of the KPIs, and here we are taking the scrap rate, first pass yield, production volume, machine downtime, labor efficiency, inventory turnover, and energy consumption per unit, OEE, and cycle time and customer return rate. This is all dummy data. We just have put some dummy data. You can change it with your own data and you can quickly see the insights. On the top we have given the month drop down, so you can select any month. So this will be a monthly scorecard. You can select the another month, automatically all the numbers will be changed. They are dynamic, you can see that, and all the traffic lights color and this up and down percentage, change percentage will be changed accordingly. As well as we are showing here monthly data, MTD, you can see that. And if you want to see the YTD data, you can just click on the YTD. Automatically it will show the YTD information now, and again you can click MTD, then MTD information. So let's say I'm selecting May month and I want to see the YTD of the May, then just click on that and you can see that information. Currently we are comparing it with the target, like against the target we are 14.9% up in this, and for FPY we are 16% down. Similarly for the production volume we are 14% up. But if you want to compare with the previous year period, same period, you can just select here versus PY. Automatically all calculation will be changed. You can select the month and you can see that is getting changed. You can select the MTD, YTD. Okay, so this is whole dynamic process and you can easily select the target or PY and everything will appear automatically. Now I will show you the another page if you want to see the specific KPI information, and we have created here these spark lines also in the column so that you can see the month on month trend. Like in these 2 months we have less scrap rate and here we have the high in these 2 months, so we can quickly see that information. But if you want to see the more information for a particular KPI, you can just go to the KPI Trend and here you can just select a KPI. So let's say I want to select this one, or I want to select any other, let's say production KPI, production volume, and here we are showing the KPI group, that is productivity, and here we are showing the unit, that is count. If I take here scrap rate, that will be the percentage, and it is LTB. LTB means this is the lower the better KPI. So as the scrap rate will be lower, it will be good. Here we have put the formula, what formula you have used to put this information and what is the definition of this KPI. We have created 4 different charts also to show the information month on month comparison. Here we are showing the MTD actual versus target. So this line is the target. You can see in which month we are going up to the target, like in this month we are above the target, but in the other months we are below the target. This month also above the target. Similarly here we are showing the MTD actual versus target for the scrap rate. Okay, and here we are showing the YTD trend for the scrap rate, and this is the YTD trend for the scrap rate. But here we are showing the actual versus target, and this is the actual versus PY, and here also MTD actual versus PY. So these top 2 charts for the MTD, this is versus target, this is versus PY, okay, and this is YTD. Now coming to the input data, and here we have this KPIs, and you can just enter the data here. And before coming to the input data, I'll show you the KPI definition sheet. In the KPI definition, we are capturing the data here. You can input the KPI number 1 to 10. We are taking the 10 KPIs. If you want to add more, you can just add more here. Okay, automatically that will be considered. you have to adjust the formulas in the support sheet. I will show you that also. Now here you can add the KPI group, KPI name, unit, formula which you are using to calculate this KPI, and the definition, and here just put the LTV or UTV, whether it is the lower the better or the upper the better. Okay. Now coming to the input data, as you enter the KPI definition, the name of the KPI is automatically those name of the KPI will appear here. Okay, you don't need to change this name. For the first KPI, you just need to add this information. For the MTD, just input the actual numbers month on month, target number month on month, PY previous year same period number. That means if you are adding this for the 2025, just update the data for 2024 also for March. This is 2025, this is 2024. Okay, same period last year. And here you have to update the YTD number, actual number, target number, and PY number. Similarly, for the second KPI, this name of the KPI will appear automatically. Then I'll show you the color setting also. So here the traffic light colors, you can see we have red, amber, and green. So what we have done for the upper the better KPIs, if the change percentage is less than or equal to 5%, then it will be red. If I'll put here, let's say if it is less than 0, that will be red, and between 0 to 10 it will be amber, and if it is above 10, then this will be green. Similarly, for the lower the better KPIs also, if it is greater than 10, then it will be red. If it is less than or equal to 10, then it will be amber, and if it is less than 0, then it will be. Now I will show you the support sheet also. Just right click and unhide the sheets. We have two support sheets here. The first one is the support sheet, and here we have put all the calculations. The name of the KPI is directly coming from the KPI definition. Then here we have put the month, whatever month you select on that drop down here, that will appear here, and you have selected MTD or YTD, that will appear here, versus you have selected PY or the target, that will appear here. And how it is coming, we just have created the drop downs. You can see for the month drop down, versus drop down, and this is the output. Like month you have selected 8, so automatically we have used the index function here, so that it will get the automatic selected month index, and this AM1 which is 8. So in this range we are using the index. Like if I use the index here and I'll select this range and I'll put comma 8, automatically it will give me the 8th month, and that is how we are getting this information. Similarly, for this one we just have used, if it is 1, that means we have taken the option button. This option button is coming from the developer tab and the insert, basically the form control option button. Then here we have created this table using the formulas, like we are just using the SUMIF function, and then here also for the PY change and the change percentage, we are just putting the how much percentage is this one. Then we just have put the arrow also, like if change percentage is greater than 0, then up arrow, otherwise down arrow. We just have used the unique arrow function. We just have used here red, amber, green color, like the traffic light should be in the red or green. We just have put that color here. The KPI type is just the KPI type we just have used, so that we can see whether it is lower the better or the upper the better. Then here we have fetched the, using the SUMIF function, we just have fetched the month on month KPIs values, so that we can create the spark line here. Here we have created the spark lines. Alright friends. So that is how we have created this. Now coming to the support trend sheet, and here whatever KPI you select on the trend KPI trend sheet, automatically that will appear here. Accordingly, we just have used the SUMIF function, so that will appear here. Okay, whatever KPI we have selected from the input sheet, you can see from the input sheet it will take what you have entered, because this is the same thing. Like in the input we just have used the same method. So we are just fetching that information, whatever KPI you select there, it will appear here. Now using this table, we just have created this KPI trend charts. Okay, and here we just have used the index function or the VLOOKUP function to get these values from the KPI definition sheet. Okay, we have already selected this one, so we are getting that. So friends, that is how we have created this KPI scorecard. Friends, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you like the video, please hit the like button and please subscribe my channel to get the regular update of my videos. Thank you so much for the watching.